This is it then. The final session of the D88.com German Masters. Will we triumph and win a fourth ranking event of the season? Or will we face defeat? And for the first time in this year, lose in a ranking final. Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gang and welcome to the final session at the D88.com German Masters between ourselves, Neil Robertson, and the Welsh potting machine, Mark Williams. Today we have a 6-frame session, at least a possible 6-frame session, and it's the first player to win 9 frames in this match. We've had 2 episodes before which have documented the first 11 frames, and I think the final frame of the last episode was the most important. We were 6-4 down going into that 11th frame. We pulled one back, which makes the final session finally poised. If we can win this opening frame of the session, then it turns into a best of 5. But if Mark Williams goes 7-5 up, then we have a little bit of a challenge. So, we've seen the break off from Mark Williams in the previous episode, which has left a decent chance for us to kick off in this frame. As I said, if we can win this frame, it makes this match really finely poised. It is already, but it makes it then effectively a best of 5.
To sink this into the right corner.
But I hope you guys are all good. I'd just like to say a massive thank you, by the way, for the response, particularly to the first session. It was absolutely excellent. Over 200 views on that video. It's been a long time since this series has got 200 views and clearly shows that you guys aren't bored just yet. But as I alluded to in the introduction, I mean, all the finals we've played in so far this year, we've won. So hopefully we'll keep up that record today. Do winning this frame though, just to take the pressure off slightly.
13.
Put us in this match well and truly. It's certainly a good opportunity from this position. Yeah, I was glad to just check that pink didn't go, so back to the drawing board with the blue, I think. But it was a great episode last time. I really enjoyed the session. It's been one of the games of the season, this. Been some real quality on display. We had a poor second session, there's no question about that. However, hopefully we can recover that in this final session of the match. Just looking at where we've got to get to pot the next one.
Well,
Want to be as precise as we possibly can here, because it's a bit of a tight area we've got to get into. So let's see if we have got the position to pop the red, and I'm guessing we haven't. Well, to be honest, this is exactly the position I wanted to be in, so I'm not unhappy with that whatsoever, despite what Neil Fold has to say.
Who would have predicted that? Truly
remarkable. I would have predicted that. I thought that would have gone in every day of the week, but maybe clearly not from their standpoint. Now that pink would represent a really good chance to get into the pack, but I do think the blue's going to be a better chance from there.
He's taking on the long pot here.
I had a good comment from, I think, File Under Fire, which said that I ought to take on more of the aggressive shots. Or maybe, you know, they are aggressive, sure, but they're certainly potable. It's a good shout. It is. It's certainly a good shout.
Delicate touch required here.
But I don't think we'll do too much of that in this session. Just keep it at basics, really. I don't want to make any mistakes, which we can potentially avoid. With that in mind, we'll just play what we're comfortable with and leave maybe some of the fancy play to the earlier rounds of the next event, which will be the Coral World Grand Prix.
Simply wonderful.
But we're certainly doing well in this frame. Still a long way to go in it. But a good break of 31 to get us kicking in this frame, at least. And that should increase. We're going to get at least the next 2 reds. We potted the first. Get this pink, then the next red. And we'll try and perform the classic split shot from the pink.
38.
Bit too straight on that, but if we play with some side, and albeit a lot of power, we should be okay to get onto the pink in the position we want it. Yeah, it's gone a bit too far, but again, it's okay. Black on the cushion might just be a bit awkward here if this doesn't go the way we want it to. Let's see.
Plenty of power. The split looks good.
We go either way though, because if we didn't have the split to pot a ball, at least that black being there makes it a little bit more complicated for Mark Williams. But no, it's a good split. Brings a few balls into the open, which all I can ask for, really.
This needs to be played at the right pace.
Just gently tapping that one in. Now we're going to try and get around the red and back in a potable position for it. Well, that wasn't particularly what I was aiming for. We have got a bit of a get-edge out free calls with the long plot.
He's taking on the long red to the corner.
Played well this frame, so I don't have a hiccup. It's going for the blue there, but the angle's just far too acute to get back for a red next time round, so we'll duck out of that one, I think. And get back where we wanted to be in the first place, which albeit still isn't a great shot.
That he would have liked.
56.
Not making this easy for ourselves, are we? So a real sort of shot to nothing here.
Softly.
But no, it's okay.
He's played that very well.
I say it's a shot to nothing. It wasn't in the end, to be honest.
57.
I don't think this blue will go, but if it does... No, it doesn't. So we've either got a tight pink or one of the bulk colours, and I'm leaning more towards the bulk colour.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
Ooh, that might have gone a bit too far.
He'll be annoyed with that.
Yeah, it's gone too far. And I think we're riding our luck in that break a little bit too much.
60.
Come the end of it. I'll try and play a bit of pace here. Try and move the red ball a little bit. Where's this cue ball going to pull up? Is the green going to cover that red? It's tight, but there is a gap, certainly a gap for a safety. And we just needed one more red to finish that off. But that might just be the opportunity we need for that red. It's a bad shot from Mark Williams. He went straight back into the pack from that safety. And just this red needed to bring it back to 6-all. Good pot. Good stuff.
That should be it.
I think this is the first frame of the session. I've got no problem with just staying at the table, clearing up. And of course, you know, this is just, in case I hadn't reiterated it, it is the final session of the finals. So
Well played.
if you've got an opportunity to have some table time ahead of your opponent, then I think you'll always take it. Just about cleared the pink to go for the black ball.
Pace is key. Now this is tight, but again, it's the sort of shot that there's not really much pressure on, so it doesn't hurt from a This isn't easy.
experimental point of view. It's almost like playing at a practice table once the frame's over, but a very good pot all the same. And I think a good shot all round. It should leave us on the next red.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
If we hit it at the right pace, which we have done there or thereabouts.
23.
We seem in good form at the start of this session. This is an awkward one though.
This is a tricky one along the cushion.
But it's there, it's a good shot.
24.
It's not a bad shot at all.
Looking to play this with
And as I say, we're looking pretty good form at the start of this session. It's just all about keeping it up. We were presented with a chance, albeit didn't take it to its fullest potential, possibly. But we'd nearly done it, and I think that unless Mark Williams had played a fantastic safety, you know, we'd have won the frame. Whatever, really.
32.
I haven't played that one very well, though, but we're just going to play
the intention is to get the cue ball behind
up to the green, don't commit a foul. And Mark Williams, of course, isn't going to concede there. He's not stupid.
Frame. Neil.
But the frame is won. We're back in the match. Remember, we were 6-4 down. So a good recovery to bring it back to level pegging. And with a maximum of 5 frames left, we are level pegging. And this has just got all the traits of a decider. Really has. It's now effectively... We've had 12 frames come before it, but effectively it is now the first player to free. Mark Williams nearly fluked that one. Certainly almost played like a shot to nothing.
Brilliantly played.
That now coming over towards the opposite pocket, but I think the brown does cover it on this occasion. Might have just ran a bit too long though for that.
Great position.
Yeah, it has covered it. So leaves Mark Williams a bit of work to do to get the cover himself, and he has done. He's done a very good job there.
He's played that very well.
And again, a few reds coming out. This is going to start to get a bit complicated.
pace will be very important.
Another good safety. Ooh, that's a bad one. That is a bad one. But it's almost like he played that. Well, and if he didn't, he certainly got away with it. However, maybe stupid.
This won't be
Maybe a logical choice. At least a half chance here.
There's a
And we
quality
potted it.
red.
So we got a chance. We played some good safety there. We have got a chance in this frame.
We know what a
And I can't
prolific
remember
goal
if
potter
at any
he is,
time
so I'd
we've
assume
led
he'd
this
take
match.
on. Great pot.
Nice.
I have slept since the last session, by the way. Just to, you know, completely duff that continuity message. That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Well played. A little bit too hard. A bit too much pace, if I'm being critical, but it's been well played nonetheless. And two in the middle would have been nice. Pace-wise there. I'm playing this as a bit of a shot to nothing, so I'm not too confident. But it is there. And the plan was to try and get onto the blue, but we're neither here nor there, really.
15.
On this occasion, unfortunately. But if we play our cards right here, we could be on the red. Which might have run a bit too far to see it. But it won't be till we get down to play this shot that I can really tell.
20.
If we can see this, which we can, if we play this right, which again, I wouldn't guarantee. If we play this right, we'll be on the black. Potentially for a split of the reds. That's just a bit too hard. Just a bit too hard. I think we might be a bit too straight on this. Is there any leverage?
21.
Not really. We play with side and go into them. Not with any real venom, it has to be said.
Lots of power on this shot.
Let's see how we go. Oh wow, we played that with side, so that's gone. Into the middle pocket, would you believe?
Rating.
Goodness me. Tried to play it with a bit of side to get back onto the pack, but
Mark Williams,
well,
7.
it's fair to say and state the obvious there that it didn't work. With every shot we're playing here, I seem to agree with FUF's comment even more. That we're just getting in and not quite taking the chances to their full potential. A few skewy shots played and chasing the cue ball around a bit. But we're surviving at the moment. We're playing well enough. Certainly a lot better than we were in the last session. This is a risky shot. I'm going to take it on.
Playing this with a lot of power.
And it's a lovely pot.
What a pot!
It's an excellent pot.
Position here.
Very close to the middle pocket. But on that occasion, fortunately,
One.
we get a bit of luck. And that has opened the table up massively. And this now is a big opportunity
This should be straightforward.
to get 3 in a row. And it's amazing what momentum does in this game.
6.
It is a real momentum-based formula, snooker. At least in my experience on this game. If you start losing frames at
Nicely onto the colour.
a hilt, then
7.
you know that they count up very quickly. And I guess that's the same if you're leading. If you start playing well, you can start to really tick off frames quickly. This is absolutely a good chance now. And it'll give us a bit of confidence if we can take this chance.
13.
A chance that we've made ourselves, certainly not been given it. It was a tough pot. It was, you know, needed a bit of bravery to take it on. And obviously the accuracy to pot it. It's all well and good taking it on. If you're
18.
not going to pot the ball, then it's a bit of a waste experiment.
19.
Now, this is going to be awkward to get on something here without playing side. And obviously with side, you know, it's a bit of a risk. So let's just see what sort of position we end up in should we play with some side.
He's taking on the pot along the cushion.
And the pot's there. And I'll tell you what, that's not too bad. That's not too
Really
bad.
impressive cueing.
It was awkward from there, the black being right on the cushion. But it's worked out quite well. Don't want this to run too far. Yep, it's fine as it is.
Nicely positioned for the black.
27.
Just nudge them open slightly here. Or don't. That's a terrible shot.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Oh,
34.
that
Neil
was poor.
Robertson,
That really was.
34.
Just underhit it massively. So that was a bit of a shocker. Just move the red up the table. But that's not really where we wanted it to end up. But he's just played safe. Not sure that one worked particularly well. That gives us a good chance to try
He's looking for
play the
safety.
snooker here.
Who will make the first mistake?
Yeah, we got him snookered. Really should have took that chance, but it was just we just hit that too soft, and I ended up in a position that definitely wasn't potable. We're going to play a Williams-esque shot. He'd be proud of this, given his recent break-offs. Just nudging into the pack, and now it gets a bit timid, I suppose, from both players.
1.
But would you believe that? We left a red.
8.
The pack split, he saw a gap. Ah.
9.
And is he really going to punish us now? For one, you know, really bad shot. Hit it far too soft. Again, looking a bit greedy, trying to just tap open the reds. The right shot in theory.
15.
But certainly not in practice, played at a shorter pace. Frame really at our mercy. And now with that split, really aggressive shot from Mark. A little bit like the one we played earlier. Opens things up. And as I said about us, the same I will say about Mark Williams. I'd be shocked if he didn't take this chance.
28.
And this frame might just be a big swing in terms of the match. Again, if you ask me, however this ends, I would prefer to be one up than one down. A good pot on the pink. This red is going to be a biggie.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
Good pot. Good pot. And now it's just down to the colours. You would say he's got a good chance. You never know. Be fairly confident that Mark Williams will win it from here. And that would really sting.
45. 48.
Not the easiest, Brown.
What a wonderful.
But it's there. And he's come off the jaw excellently.
He's played that very
Use that
well.
really to his advantage to get the blue. And he just needs the pink. And it's there. And that is punishment of the highest order.
70. And the frame, Mark Williams.
And Mark Williams wins the 13th frame. I just wonder whether that could be
Thank you.
the big
34.
turning point in this match.
Williams to break.
But for all that good work... oh, wow. If you wanted to pick a time to fluke a red, because that was a poor break-off. That really was.
Very nicely.
But he managed to fluke a red. And I said that was the potential turning point because, well, I wasn't particularly inferring to something like that happening, but all the same,
6.
if you're a frame up and he's forced to go 7 each, you can
Aiming for the right centre.
account for these sort of things happening. But if he's a frame up, and this is to put him 8-6 up,
Nicely played
needing
onto
only
the
one with 3 to play, well, it starts to become a bit of a disaster zone. And leaving us, although we recovered brilliantly earlier, with a lot of work to do. But is that... No, we can see the black, of course you can. I was looking at the pink then, but the black, well placed.
20. 21. 26. 27.
But that is a strange shot to go for, that blue.
Mark Williams, 27.
I wonder if these two were blocking one another. Interesting. Well, I'm going to err on the side of caution, just in case one of those don't go, as Mark Williams seems to depict by playing the blue and missing it by a mile.
1.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
And the plan is now to pot the red and play down for one of these two to see if they go. But if not, I'm fairly confident of the blue.
Taking it on.
Or, equally, a good safety. But it would be rather unfortunate if one of these didn't go. But again, why wouldn't Mark Williams play it if they could?
7.
I don't see why the black wouldn't go.
He'll be looking to get back into the frame here.
Could be a bad shot if I've misjudged this. Didn't misjudge the pot, but of course it hit the pink first. All isn't lost though. We haven't had a disaster.
He'll have to be
Just play
careful
thin
with
off the
pace of
pack.
this shot.
Try play a good safety. All I could have asked, to be honest, from the fluke that Mark Williams got earlier, was to get a chance in this frame, and we've got one. And we played a decent safety there. He's got a bit of a fight on his hands now. This becomes a bit scrappy all of a sudden. But he's left a red on. You know, we like our long pots.
Tricky pot coming up.
1.
That's a good pot. Now, the black doesn't go, unfortunately, this time round. Now, will the red go? I don't think it will. So I'm inclined to play safe this time.
I think he's trying for the snooker here.
Yeah, I'm not playing the pot, Neil. Let's go for the snooker. In behind the brown. Have we got it, or is that a little bit too
That's what
far
he's
to the
going
side?
for.
We have got it.
Played it well.
Neil
Is this a
Robertson,
really cagey frame now? Oh, well played out of that. Well played.
Just wants to get the cue ball safe here.
And I think from there, unless there is a gap, I don't think he can get to anything that pots. And putting that red near the bulk just makes things a bit more complicated. He's gone quite aggressive there. And truth of the matter is, it hasn't worked at all.
He could have played that better.
So we got him in a tight position. He was forced to do something a bit radical to not leave anything on. And in the process, well, he left 3 balls on.
He's going for it.
So this, again, is a big chance to avenge what happened in the previous frame.
Top shot. Outstanding.
Get this one on the board. Make it 7 each. And then go to what will then be a best of 3. Feel like we need this frame. Because I can't see us winning 3 in a row. Not with that pressure. Knowing that any mistake could be the end of our German Masters. So we really need to make the most of this now. So I think that incurs a bit more leeway in terms of shot time. Just making sure we get every shot right. But equally, not playing things too slow. Keeping our fluency
Corner here.
just
No problem there.
a bit middle ground almost.
10.
Knowing that we have to be cautious, but not being overly cautious. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
17.
Oh, it's tight, the red, but it should go. Yep, there is a gap. There's always a gap. Albeit we had to play that towards the right-hand side of the pocket.
18.
Oh,
I think
really want to hit the red there.
25.
We're just not quite getting it right here. But play the safety, play up to the bulk line, and we're not going to leave anything on. It's not a snooker as such, but we don't leave a pot.
Neil Robertson, 25.
We're doing this the hard way. Not making it easy for ourselves. He's left a tough one on the cushion, but it's one I fancy.
This is not
Frame winner if it goes in, I'd say. Given the 2 reds are now potable just by virtue of where they're positioned. And there we go, there's the pot. We were aiming to get on one of these 2 originally, but just cannoned off the red. It wasn't a good contact. So we just need to keep our focus. As I said, this is a huge frame. Win it. And we're back in the match. If it goes to 8-6, it's a long way back. But at 7 each, it's anyone's. So just the black
9.
and the red. And we draw level again. Which makes it even more painful. We didn't win the last frame, I think, because it would have been only 1 away.
16.
However, you know,
He just needs this.
given
red.
what the present situation is, I'm more than happy to win this one. The red's there, and barring snookers, we're back in the match.
shuts the door
It's
off the
now
opponent in this frame.
8 all.
17.
We'll play the pink here just to get ourselves on the yellow. Just to make sure we don't have any battle of snookers, because I think it only being a few behind, needing 1 or 2 snookers, I might be inclined to play on at that point.
23.
However, it's slightly, but again, we'll try and pot this.
Only the colours remaining.
Nope, not quite. As So he's 36 behind with 27 on. Is he going to play on? No, he doesn't, interestingly. It's now 7 each. It's a best of 3. Remember now, it's the first effectively to 2, but in the grand scheme of things, it's the first to 9.
Between these two players at the moment,
I feel like, again, I feel like this is just going to go down to a decider.
Frame 15. Neil
It's just
Robertson
got that, had that feel. It's got that feel, and it's had that feel since the start. Maybe not mid-match. We went out of it slightly.
This is tough.
But more back in it now. But that is an excellent shot to get things started. Very much a shot to nothing. And that is going to be where the break ends. But he's going to play what is a brilliant snooker. We need our wits about us to get out of this.
he doesn't want to overhit this.
No, it's way too soft. So we'll give away a few points.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
We just need
Foul
to
on the
just
miss.
know that
Mark Williams, 5. Free ball.
play this at a far cuter angle.
Needs to be
It's worth
careful
giving away a
of
few
overhitting
points. Ooh, that's close. Going to hit the black though, isn't it? Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But if we're given a third attempt, which we are,
Foul and a miss. Mark Williams, 7.
just trying it a bit softer.
He'll be conscious
Hopefully,
of not overhitting
should be
this.
more on target then. Oh no, we mucked that one up. He's going to take this now, isn't he? Yeah. And he's going to take the red on.
Not what he
It's a bit of
intended,
fortune
to be
more than
honest.
anything else
Not
about
sure
that, I
what his
feel.
intention was.
Foul and a miss. Mark Williams, 4. 1.
Getting it right behind the yellow. Because the Mark Williams I know wouldn't have played safe there. You know, if he'd potted the red and had a chance on the colour, he'd have gone all for it. But after all that,
Mark Williams, 6.
he doesn't make too much of that chance. But equally knows when to kick out of it. Oh, that's hit the jaw. That's hit the jaw. But this is a tight angle, particularly at this stage in the match. You don't want to be 1 behind with 2 to go. So this frame is crucial. And he's missed the red. But he knew that it was somewhat of a shot to nothing there.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
As I know now. Get this back up to bulk if it doesn't go in. But it goes in.
Unbelievable.
Brilliant shot. And it's a good position on the blue to try and drag the cue ball down towards the black cushion. And see what we can do.
Long pot, right up his street.
Straight as they come. Straight as an arrow.
Wonderful shot.
6.
And even if we don't win this in this visit, just be wise to make the most of it.
Seven.
Now, hopefully we don't hit the red on the way through. No, it's okay.
14.
And the black, interestingly, goes back to a different position. The red too close to the spot, so that might hurt us.
He'll play this with plenty of power.
That's fine. That's fine. I was trying to get more back up to bulk. Make this a bit of an easier safety because I'm going to dip out at this point.
15.
Don't fancy that, really don't. Don't fancy trying to get back onto a red from there.
Pace is the key with this shot.
And I think more in force there than anything, but again, both players a little bit timid. Albeit not a snooker, but it's a safety nonetheless.
A little fortunate there. Not what he was intending.
Not what he was intending, no, but I wouldn't call it fortunate. However, that's a good shot.
Silent, please.
It's half a chance, but
And if we
chance
pop this, we give
nonetheless.
ourselves a good chance. And it's there.
That's a good split.
And the reds are opened up. So we've got to do what we didn't do in the previous 2 frames. And what I would say here is clear the table. And I don't like starting with these shots, but you'd think by matter of courtesy, we'd be on something here. I don't like where that pink's going, but now we get past it, and that's okay. Breathe a sigh of relief. And also a bit of help that the green has come down with us onto the black spot. That's something, admittedly, I hadn't accounted for, but it doesn't half help us out. Just making our way around the two reds. Luckily, there was a nice gap to play for the green. Not very often you play for the green, is it? So it's got a bit of a guest star appearance down the deep end here.
8.
Not up the shallow end anymore. Don't know why I'm using swimming analogies, I really don't. And just that one on a postcard.
Careless shot there.
9.
Just took my brain off for a second there. Almost thought the green would go automatically.
Great shot.
Neil
But
Robertson.
we've saved ourselves,
Pace is absolutely critical here.
at least for now.
He's taking this on.
And it's a good pot. But would you believe it, at that pace, cable doesn't move very far.
1.
But I'll tell you something. If we can pot the black, the reds, again, I know I've said this a few times now, so it almost feel like I'm taking the mickey. They're at our mercy here.
This is no gimme.
Big pot.
And he's missed it.
Pressure's starting to get the better of us here, I think.
Neil Robertson. 1.
No real problem here.
And now the reds are absolutely at Mark Williams' mercy.
4.
It's not been our best display here. Really hasn't.
5.
But we've got over the line before.
Fabulous pot.
But it's looking here like we'll need 2 in a row
Played that any
to
better.
stop Mark Williams winning the German Masters.
11. 12.
And really, it's all by our own virtue. We could have won this match 9-6.
17. 18.
If we'd have played well enough, we certainly had the chances, but it's our own play that's left us in this position.
20.
Looking like we're going to go 8-7 down. So 1 down, we've 2 to play. And if we are going to get that decider, we need to win the next frame.
30.
So just the red needed. You ain't going to miss this.
31.
We'll see if there are snookers potentially here that we could go for. No, he's going to play the green and he's going to go all out, making sure we don't come back to the table. And I'm going to be grumpy here. I'm going to concede the frame there.
And that is the frame.
And now it is
Thank you, frame 6.
really the time to focus.
To break.
We've almost thrown this away in this session. We've had the chances and we've just not taken them.
No more than half a chance here.
But this is a good chance from the break-off that Mark Williams has left. And the pressure's going to do one of 2 things now. It's either really going to incite me to play my best snooker, knowing that, you know, it's one shot, bad shot, and we're out. Or the pressure just gets the better of us.
8.
And unfortunately there, That ain't going to be anything that wins a frame.
Neil Robertson, 8.
He just wants to ensure he gets this cue ball tight to the cushion with the shot.
Don't hit the red, why don't you?
Contact with the green.
The signs aren't good here.
Contact as well.
Foul and a miss. Mark Williams.
But I'm amazed he's put us back in because this is a good safety shot chance. Not quite got the snooker, but it's a good safety. Yeah, and he's put a few more reds out into the open. There's one thing we do well. You wouldn't know it.
Pace is critical here.
It's potting a ball. And again, one mistake. And that could be it for us.
He's playing very well here.
1.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
8.
It's a good pot.
Very tricky shot coming up.
What a
Good pot under pressure that was.
Goodness me, that's a real cracker.
Superb cue ball
Couldn't have been
control
straighter
there.
on the blue though.
Ideal position.
9.
So I'm going to have to apply one of the book colours to get position back
Trying
here.
to sink this into the right corner. That's a top shot. Well played.
Great cueing there.
And we'll play this, well we have to, like a decider.
12.
If we're not confident, just almost butt out of it. I think that might be the decision we make after this shot. Good target in behind the brown, I would say. Or even behind the yellow. But we need to win this frame. If you didn't know already, of course, stay in this match.
Well, not what he intended, but it's worked out okay.
Yeah, it's not quite a full snooker, but again, it's fine. Oh, that's way too thick. Where's that going to leave us? Oh, in a better position than I think you'd have probably ever dreamed of from there. So we almost have to take on a pot here. I really do believe that. However, we have to play this as a shot to nothing.
Well, it goes. Half a chance. No.
Oh!
Pretty close though, but that won't provide any solace.
So, is this the chance for Mark Williams to finish us off? We had to play the pot there. I just couldn't see where a safety came in. We nearly got a bit of fortune, but we've had enough fortune today.
This is a half chance.
Big pot. And it's there.
Standing pot. It's right out of the top drawer.
Is that going to be it for us? Let's see.
This really is tricky.
Brilliant shot.
It's a good green. The issue is that the black ball isn't on its spot, which makes things a lot harder. So it's not a dead cert to win this frame.
5.
Again, another good pot needed. Just going to play safe here.
Mark Williams, 5.
He's looking at this red. He's got it. What
And we're
a
back
shot.
in. We're back in. Again, I'll say it before I'll say it again. The one thing we are quite good at is potting balls. And I had my eye on that one. Knew that we could get round, so it was almost a safety and a shot all combined.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
And we are back in here, despite thinking that was it. That we were done.
6.
And, well, that seems to be getting the message so far that this is potentially the last chance.
This red.
Ooh.
Well, that's right out of the top drawer.
He's finished a bit awkward here.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, Neil. Need to play this at full vigour.
This requires a really good strike. Fantastic cueing. He's knocking them in for fun at the moment.
And this is a biggie. Oh, a lot tighter than I'd like, but should be possible. But at this stage of the match, anything can happen. But it's there, and we have split the reds up. Just stop there, Pink. That's it. I think both players at the moment probably be... Well, I know I am almost bewildered I haven't won this match already. Well, I know why I haven't won this match already, because we've not played well enough. We've,
Outstanding effort.
you know, not taken our chances. But the same can be said of Mark Williams. You know, he's had the chance to kill us off a few times in frames and hasn't done it.
19.
Half a chance here.
And if we can take this chance now, we are headed for a
Yes,
decider.
Very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
24.
Again, it just seems a little bit too much, doesn't it?
I think he's playing this with a lot of power.
Needed to try something just to try and get back on the other side of the table. But even at that, if you look, we're not going to be able to get onto a red. So it's a good pocket here of space by the green. I'll try and get Mark Williams in a really good snooker. 37 points up, 59 on the table. And we've got a good snooker there.
He's got it. Excellent shot.
Neil
Let's
Robertson.
see how well he gets out of this. He's gone hard. I'll tell you what. He's not got out of that too badly, has he? He hasn't got out of that too badly at all. Now you'd think a thin nick could put this in. And it does. But where's the cue ball going? Stop, stop. Oh, it's okay. It's cleared the pocket. That was a risk, that. Really was. So just the blue.
Relatively easy.
And the next red. And somehow we managed to force, barring snookers, I feel like I've said that all too much, barring snookers, this red to force decider. And I know I said it almost felt like it was going to be one from the start. If you'd have asked me in the last 15 minutes if I thought it was, no chance. No chance at all.
This needs good striking here.
So if you are thinking of going anywhere, don't. This is really
That's
crunch
a
time.
great demonstration of his
Winner
skill.
takes all frame now.
12.
Coming up.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Good shot.
Well, that's a top quality shot with the rest. Not easy.
Again, we've won the frame, so I don't see any harm in just staying at the table.
13.
Trying to boost our confidence levels going into that decider. We've just been inconsistent today. I wouldn't say we've played badly, we've just been inconsistent. Played some really good shots and equally some very bad ones. Whisper that quietly.
Half a chance here.
But the most important thing at the end of it is the result. And whatever's happened in the previous 16 frames that you've seen over the last week of programming on the channel, it all comes down to the one that Mark Williams will break off for.
22.
Or is it us breaking off next?
Just the colours remain.
Amazing how you forget these things. What side of the frame that we break off for? Because, you know, that could be either of us. Could be talking about the Royal We, Mark or Neil.
27.
I don't know. Neil Diamond and Barbara Streisand, maybe. Who knows? You can tell I'm stressed when I start talking about crap like that.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking.
But after all this work, thinking a few times I'd be out of it,
We know he's
to be in it
placed
at this
on
stage is
now.
amazing,
That's a great
really.
example of what he can do.
36.
He's taking this on.
I think either way, towards us or Mark, in points in this session, you could feel, this isn't going to go to a decider. But somehow it's all levelled out, and after frame 16, it is 8 frames apiece. And we now head into a winner-takes-all decider, and it is
It's been such a great
Neil,
tournament, and it's all
to break
come
off.
down to this last frame.
It's been a top quality final and a great tournament as well. I'm looking forward to this.
Well, Neil Fald's looking forward to it. Let's hope it doesn't disappoint. We've won quite a few deciders recently, so we're well versed at it. We've got a good chance to start off with here. Wow.
Cue ball drops, and that's a foul.
Wow.
Foul. Mark Williams, 4.
Just played that a little bit too hard. Tried to get onto the black with some backspin and played it a little too hard. And now we have left a red and he's potted it.
1.
And he's opened up the reds. That is not a good sign.
8.
Oh, that's unbelievable. It's the risk you take when you open up the frame like that. But that is just incredibly unfortunate luck. You could play that 100 times again and that not happen. Try to open up the reds once again.
16.
Well, the most you can ask for in a decider, or at least the least I suppose you can ask for in a decider, is a chance. We have had one. Is that all we're going to get?
24. 25.
Maybe we will get another chance. Mark Williams now the man to make a mistake again. Another chance to kill us off, which he hasn't taken. Oh. I want to try and play that. Yes, we don't have to swerve. Big shot. Huge. Yes! It's there. Where's the cue ball going to end up? Can we pop the blue? As long as we can pop the blue, we're okay. That was a big shot. That was a big shot. It was the only one he was leaving on. I just knew it'd be tough to play safe if we couldn't get to it.
Well, that's right out of the top drawer.
6.
Now, I know we haven't played our best today, but if we are going to win this, we have to play at our best now. Try and make as much as we can out of this chance.
Position looks
Again,
good for a colour.
if it's not
7.
perfect, if we're not
Pace is critical
quite
here.
sure of a pot and we can play a safety, play safe. You know, there's no room for
14.
almost that risk versus reward shot here. There really isn't. Off the cushion, that's it.
15.
Again, I'm going to duck out of the black and play the blue. Forgive me, I decided for playing that.
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
Oh, wonderful
We've
shot.
hit that a little bit too soft, but again, it's okay. I don't know about you, but I feel like we're running out of...
21.
I feel like we're running out of position a little bit. Can we get back after the blue? We start playing with side then. Where are we going to be naturally after this? I don't like it. Because if you can play with side... That's not too bad, actually. Okay, fine. Let's stop panicking. That was okay.
26.
This is really the last red I think we can go for without opening them up. Try and split them up a little here. So we can get any leverage off that. And it's a good split. And we've ended up on the black. That's a great shot.
27.
So, good stuff there. We've just moved the one red. So, variety of positional shots we can play now.
$35.
Is this the break? Is this the break that ends it all off? Just best not thinking about it and playing our natural game.
37.
And as Doris Day sang, what will be, will be. But every shot, every red is one closer to us reaching this goal.
Would have wanted that under better control, really.
38.
I'm pretty sure that's not the position he was intending.
Yeah. Okay. Not quite happened there. Not quite. But that's okay. We accepted defeat there. We knew we weren't quite going to get it, and we've played safe. It's just a question of how good Mark Williams' safety is now. No, that's not the time I wanted to not hit the red. Don't come too far, don't come too far, don't come too far.
That foul will really annoy him.
He's going to pot this, isn't he? He's going to pot this. If there ever was not a time to do that, it was there.
6. Seven.
But fortunately, it's not all over there. That is a big sigh of relief. Really is. Come on, be a good safety. Be a good safety. That'll do. That will do. The longer this goes, the more the line of sight is going to be affected by the blue. Good shot. Good shot.
Great shot.
One red left on the table. 5 points between us. My God, this is close. And where is that red going to end up? He's hit off the yellow. And that red is potable to the centre pocket.
This looks pretty simple.
Come on, red. It's there. It's there.
Not onto the colour.
1.
Just the colours to go. Black's there. This is our match to lose now. 13 ahead. 27 on.
This is really tricky.
15 ahead. 25 on. Green and brown needed to win the German Masters.
This really is a great opportunity.
13.
And after 17 frames, this is the ball that we need
So he just needs the brown.
to win the tournament. And it's there.
17.
Well, no surprises here with the long pot attempt.
Well, there's the blue. The pink will officially finish things off.
A wonderful pot.
22.
The black, really,
This really
just for
is
show. The pink will finish it. And the pink is there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how we've done it. But in a victory of 9 frames to 8, we have won our 4th ranking event of the year. We are German Masters champions. Get in there. Excellent result. I don't know how we've done it. There were plenty of times just in the last 5 minutes that I thought, that's all over. How has Mark Williams lost that? Do I care? Absolutely not. The result doesn't lie. We have won 9-8. Another ranking event win to take our total to 4 for the season. We have won a new ranking event as well. A new trophy to go into our cabinet in a decider. Again, I don't know how we've done it, but we have beaten Mark Williams by 9 frames to 8 to win a cheque of £80,000 and the German Masters trophy. You can see that lovely trophy there has been won. The 2023 champion Neil Robertson, and also another 3,500 to show for the High Break Award. Our High Break, oh God, we're never going to wear those. The High Break being 131, and we have tournament earnings of £83,500. But of course, the 80,000 will be all that goes on our ranking total. So where does that leave the rankings? We are now very close to number 7, but look at that. Look at that. Sean Murphy has jumped up the rankings to number 9. Wow. Kyron Wilson now back in 12th. But Sean Murphy must have had a good tournament. Must have done. Must have got to the semis. Interesting. So Mark Williams stays in 3rd. Still a big gap between 1st, 2nd and 3rd. But if we can have a good few tournaments now, we could be in the £1 million club before you know it. And I'll tell you what, we could, with a good run, be up to 3rd or 4th by the end of this season. What a tournament it's been. Let's have a look how long. I can't remember how many frames the Grand Prix matches are, because my proposal would be to play a medium length match for this last 32 with long matches after that. But let's have a butchers, because if they say best of 9 or best of 11, I don't mind playing a long match on camera from the last 32 onwards. But what a tournament that was. Another tournament win. We now move on to the first of the Coral events. Let's just have a butchers. No, it's not Michael Van Gerwen that won. So, let's have butchers. So, best of 7 apparently. So, we're definitely going to play long matches. Yep, long matches. Who have we got in the first round? It is Graham Dott in a best of 7. So, you'll see that, folks, on Wednesday's episode. Best of 7 in the last 16 as well. So, if we get through, you'll see that on Friday's episode with the quarterfinals next Monday. But, of course, we've got to get there first. But what a tournament win that was. We are flying high, albeit not playing fantastically, because I don't know how on earth we did that. But even so, we did. And we should be proud of it. Another tournament in the locker. And we are now very, very close to taking Ding Junhui's spot in 6th place in the rankings. I have been TIJ Gaming. Thank you for your support over the last week. I hope you've enjoyed the 17 frames that made up that final. And my God, it was close. Thank you for your company. I have been TIJ Gaming. I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the start of the Coral World Grand Prix. Goodbye for now.